Hello beautiful people, so today I'm going to be doing another witchy video today. I'm going to be talking about crystals again. I am trying something new with my eyeshadow today. I put it underneath. Just wanted to try something new, felt like being a little on the edge, I don't know. But yeah, that's that. But today we're going to be talking about cleansing your crystals. I have my book here. I don't want to put my head too far back because there are candles behind me. So yes, today we're going to be talking about cleansing your crystals. You should cleanse your crystals as soon as you pick them up from the store, as soon as you get home. You should also cleanse them if they start to feel dull or a little bit heavier than normal, or if you're going to put intention into them. It's always good to give them a cleanse, or just do it monthly. So my favorite time to cleanse my crystals, all my crystals, is on a full moon. I'll just get them on a tray, put them outside and let the full moon cleanse them. It's personally my favorite way, but we're also going to be talking about a couple of different ways today. So citrine and kyanite are the two only crystals that are self-cleaning and don't need to be cleaned. I have heard a lot of selenites being self-cleaning. I believe they can be, but I personally, just with the research that I've done, I would personally cleanse them with all my other crystals. And yeah, the only two that I personally believe that never need cleansing is citrine and kyanite. So one super easy way to clean your crystals is just popping them under some running water. This isn't good for all crystals. It is a simple way to cleanse them if you just need a quick fix. Make sure that when you do, I gotta stop saying so much, I am so sorry. Make sure that when you are cleansing them, that you are putting all of your intent into the water and watching the water cleanse over and getting rid of any negative or positive, if you want to just start from scratch, energies that are stuck onto the stones. So it works best for most tumble stones, but not selenite. I would not recommend you to put your selenite under running water. Or, I'm gonna say this wrong, lapis lazuli or turquoise, I wouldn't recommend putting underwater either, just because they can get damaged if they are put under too much water for a prolonged amount of time. So I wouldn't use this cleansing method on selenite, metallic stones, gems, or lapis lazuli. I'm totally sure I'm butchering that. Or turquoise. Now another method is using an amethyst geode. I so wish I had an amethyst geode here to show you. I only have just an amethyst point. So this is my amethyst point. But you can get geodes. You can just get a small one. This is on my list of things I'm going to get. Just a small geode that is kind of like a rock, and it has amethyst on the inside. Amethyst is known to be a really good cleansing and protective stone. So to cleanse them, you can just, so we'll just imagine that my hand is the geode. You can just pop one of the crystals on the flat bit inside the geode, or alternatively, if you don't have a geode and you just have like a point like me, you can put crystals in a circle around the amethyst point to cleanse as well. So cleansing this way, you should leave it to cleanse for about 24 hours for it to do a full cleanse, and then afterwards citrine, kyanite and apophyllite, another one that I'm sure I'm butchering, can stay with the crystals to keep them clear. Next is another one that I really like, is using the earth. So if you have a pot plant, it can be inside or outside, whatever you prefer. If you just grab one of your crystals and just bury it into the pot plant, it's usually best to bury it in a herb growing pot plant like rosemary, lavender, rose, or like sage if you're growing your own sage. pop it into one of those, because those are, I just punched myself in the face, those are protective herbs that you're growing, so those are the best places to actually put in your little crystals. Doesn't have to be buried deep, just needs to be buried enough where it's covered. Just leave it in there for, I believe it's 24 hours. Yeah, so you just leave it in there for about 24 hours or from dawn to dusk, and then when you get it out, just wipe off the dirt. Another one of my favorites is using fragrance. This is suitable for all gems, all crystals, doesn't matter what kind of crystal you have. This is a very simple way that you can clean your crystals. So you'll just need to circle either sagebrush, cedar smudge stick, or a lemongrass, pine, juniper, frankincense, lavender, or rose, or another one that I really like is dragon's blood incense around the top of the crystals. And you're going to be doing it anti-clockwise. So I'm going to be showing you on one of mine. So I have my crystals just here, and I'm going to be using a lavender incense stick, and I'm just going to light it by putting it into one of my candles. I'm just going to wait until it gets red at the top. So now it is smoking. I'm just going to do circles in anti-clockwise. You're going to want to do this for about 3 to 4 minutes, or whenever you feel like it is clear. Another way that you can do it is you can just hold crystals above it. And lavender is probably the best smelling one out of the protective incenses that I have. And now that is done, I'm just going to pop it here. Now once you finish, you should just leave the incense to burn throughout. If you have an altar and you have your crystals on your altar, you can just leave it there so it's close by, so it's cleansing the crystals still, but it's also cleansing the altar and the space. So that's personally one of my favorite things. I do this at least once a week. Usually like 3 to 4 times a week, but this is my like go-to method. And the last way that you can cleanse, it's not the last way, but it's the last way that I'm going to be talking about in this video is using sound. So by using sound, you can use a handbell. So I have a handbell here, I'll grab for you. So this is my handbell. She's a little dusty, it just has pentagram on it. So you can ring a handbell or a Tibetan bell 9 times over the crystal. Strike a small singing bowl. Like I unfortunately don't have a singing bowl, I want one so bad, but you can just strike it and then twist it around. So it's kind of hard for me to explain, but you do have a bowl and a little kind of stick, and you hit it and then you spin it around to make it sing. Now you will just continue that over the top of your crystals until the singing stops, and then you're going to do it 2 more times. So that's 3 times altogether. The bell method. So 9 times. Now this one is also a really good way just to cleanse areas, in particular if you are somewhere that you don't really like smells. This is a good way to cleanse just in general. This is another go-to cleansing method for me. Not so much for my crystals, I just don't feel like they cleanse them as much as I would like them to, but it is a good way to cleanse an area. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. If you did like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos like this. If you have a favorite cleansing method, or you have a method that I haven't mentioned in this video, please let me know in the comments. I love learning new things, but I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye.